don't know, man. Romanian court upholds Andrew Tate's arrest on human trafficking charges. They denied his appeal. This shit came out. This shit came out today. Bucharest, Romania. According to Romania's capital, Bucharest has upheld the 30-day arrest of divisive social media personality and self-described misogynist Andrew Tate. This is a biased ass article, NPR.org. So whatever. But the fact that they denied this motherfucker's appeal to serve 30 days in jail is there's no bias on that. Ramona Boya, a spokesperson for Romanian anti-organized crime agency DICOT, said the court rejected an appeal by Tate against a judge's earlier decision to extend his arrest from 24 hours to 30 days. Tate, 36, a British U.S. citizen who has 4.5 million followers on Twitter, was initially detained on December 29th for 24 hours along with his brother Tristan, who was charged in the same case. 2 Romanian women also were taken into custody. The Bucharest Court of Appeals late Tuesday rejected all 4 appeals against a judge's December 30th decision to grant prosecutors' request to extend the arrest period. A document explaining the judge's earlier decision said the possibility of them evading investigations cannot be ignored, and that they could leave Romania and settle in countries that do not allow extradition. Tate and the other 3 defendants arrived at the Bucharest court in handcuffs Tuesday morning and were taken away in the afternoon, hours before the court ruled against them. DICOT said it had identified 6 victims in the trafficking case who were subjected to acts of physical violence and mental coercion and were sexually exploited by the members of the alleged crime group. The agency said the victims were lured by pretenses of love and later intimidated, kept under surveillance, and subjected to other control tactics while being coerced into performing pornographic acts that were intended to make money for their alleged persecutors. Prosecutors investigating the case have seized 15 luxury cars, at least 7 of which were owned by the Tate brothers, and more than 10 properties or land owned by companies registered to them. Damn, they fucking seized 10 properties? Boya said that if prosecutors can prove that Tate's gained money through human trafficking, the assets will be taken by the state and will cover the expenses of the investigation and damages to the victim. Damn, bruh. Damn. Yeah, it ain't. I mean, this article does not make it look good at all, man. At the end of the day, it's still he say, she say at this point, man. It's like their explanation of sex trafficking makes sense given this context if they were coerced or tricked or whatever the fuck. What does it say? What did it say? It said, yeah, the 6 victims in the trafficking case who were subjected to acts of violence and mental coercion and were sexually exploited by the members of the alleged crime group. I mean, that's sex trafficking. Well, no, sex trafficking is when you move. Let's define sex trafficking first. This is from National Human Trafficking Hotline. Sex trafficking is a form of modern-day slavery in which individuals perform commercial sex through the use of force, fraud, or coercion. So it sounds like they hit all 3 of those, according to that article I just read. Minors under the age of 18 engaging in commercial sex are considered to be victims of human trafficking, regardless of the use of force, fraud, or coercion. Sex traffickers frequently target victims and then use violence, threats, lies, false promises, debt, bondage, or other forms of control and manipulation to keep victims involved in the sex industry for their own profit. Sex trafficking exists within divisive and unique sets of venues and businesses, including fake messages, businesses, escorts, or blah, 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 blah. But it's like the girls were making money from it, though. So, like, regardless of however Tate trick them into being there, they're being paid. Like typically, well, I mean, according to that definition, sex trafficking, the victims don't get paid anything. They're being used, being exploited to perform these acts for whoever, put them there. These girls are getting paid. So how is it sex trafficking if you're getting paid for it? But them denying his appeal and seizing all that shit, but he not gonna know nothing until we fucking get this shit to court, man. I'm still on the Tate side of the fence, man. I'm believing that he's just under attack. Right, you got a target on his back, and they are prosecuting this man to the fullest extent, and they got some bullshit ass story to go on, bro, because he's been pretty transparent as far as, you know, his sex cam. That's how he made his first couple million, is doing his sex cam work. I thought he stopped doing it, you know what I'm saying? But apparently he still is. But he's been pretty transparent. So it would be like idiotic. It would be stupid as fuck for someone with the position of Tate to be involved in human sex trafficking. Like, it literally doesn't make any sense. It directly opposes who Tate is, what he stands for, what he speaks on. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's an intelligent motherfucker, bro. Like, for him to be engaged in actual human sex trafficking, it wouldn't make any sense, right? And then I'm like, once you win custody of whomever, bro, I don't trust the judicial process, man. All right, you get enough women to fucking lie because this man's under attack. They can ruin this man's life, bro. Making some shit up, these false accusations, false allegations to put this man away because of who he is. That makes more sense. Like, logically, what makes more sense? For him to portray this image, but then behind the scenes attain the majority of his income by being involved in organized crime that directly contradicts who he is? Or would it make more sense that this man is literally the most targeted motherfucker I can remember witnessing, and they're coming up with some crazy ass narrative that fits within the parameters of the Andrew Tate haters? Like, this narrative makes sense for Andrew Tate haters, or for those who think that Andrew Tate is this misogynist. Like, this makes sense for them, right? So logically, it would make more sense to create this narrative to put Tate away forever. Because we all know they don't want Tate here. They already tried to cancel this motherfucker, right? So what now? We gonna make shit up to get rid of his ass. So we got to see this evidence, man. We got to see this evidence, bro. Right? Like, this shit is just smoke and mirrors at this point. It's just he say, she say. It's just he say, she say. It doesn't make any sense. None of this shit makes any sense, bro. But them denying this appeal, bro. Like, fuck. They really trying to. They don't take this man out, bro. Take this man out, dog.